everybody, Sorbeaten here and welcome back to another past paper practice video. In this video, I will be tackling some matrices and vectors, multiple choice type questions. So let's head straight into the first one. So this question says, given that matrix P is equal to 8, 6, 7, 5, the determinant of P, and we have the determinant symbol here, is, so we know the determinant, we just multiply the diagonals and we subtract them from each other. So the determinant of P would simply be, we multiply these two, which is 8 multiplied by 5, subtract, and we multiply these two, 6 multiplied by 7. So 8 5s, 40, subtract 6 times 7 would be 42. So the determinant is equal to 40 minus 42 is equal to negative 2. So the determinant is equal to a negative 2. And the next question says, if 5, and we have xy is equal to 4, and we have 10, 20, then the values of x and y are, so what we need to do, we need to, first of all, multiply this 5 by everything in this vector or this matrix, or however you want to refer it. So this would be 5 times x is 5x, and 5 times y would be 5y, is equal to 4 times 10 would be 40, 4 times 20 would be 80. So we're dealing with equal matrices. So we have 5x is equal to 40 and 5y is equal to 80. So we can just equate that and then we solve for y and x and we'll get the values of x and y. So we can say 5x is equal to 40 and 5y is equal to 80. So x will be equal to 40. This 5 is multiplied, and we take it over to divide. So 40 divided by 5, hence x is equal to 8. And then 5 is multiplied, and we take it over to divide. So we have y is equal to 80 divided by 5. Hence y is equal to 16. So x is equal to 8 and y is equal to 16. So that answer there is simply B. So let's move on to the next one. This one says, we have the vector P, which is 3, 7, and the vector Q, which is negative 2, 5. So it says the vector P minus Q is represented by, so P minus Q would simply be the vector P, which is 3, 7, subtract the vector Q, which is negative 2, 5. So we'll have 3 subtract negative 2, and 7 subtract 5 will give me 3 subtract negative 2. These two will cancel out and be a plus. So 3 plus 2 would be 5, and 7 minus 5 would be 2. So when we subtract Q from P, we'll end up with 5, 2, which is C. And the next question says, so the item refers to the following diagram of a parallelogram in which EF is parallel to HG and EH is parallel to FG. And it says the vector EF is K and the vector EG is M. So they want to express EG in terms of K and M. So EG would be from E to G. So EG would be here. So we want to draw a triangle from E to G. So to get from E to G, we see we can move from E to H. So we can say AG, the vector EG, is equal to EH. And then we can move from H, we can go to G. So HG. But they don't want it in terms of H and E and so on. They want it in terms of K and M. So one thing we know EH is equal to M. So we can replace this EH with M plus, and we know EF is equal to K. And EF is parallel to HG. So we can say HG is also equal to K. So we can say M plus K. So M plus K, let's see which one has M plus K. So we see this one has K plus M. So we know K plus M will be the same as M plus K. So we know this answer here would simply be A. All right, so we just need to construct the triangle. We just need to draw the triangle to move from one point to the other using vectors. And with that, this has brought me to the end of this video in which I tackled some vector concepts using some multiple choice type questions. I trust that these questions brought out the concepts clearly and you now can work these kind of questions in future practice. So until then, I want you to keep practicing and I'll see you in the next video in which I will be tackling some more multiple choice type questions.